Let me check him on chat. DJJ, what's up, DJJ? But THPS5 today is it's not as bad as people are saying. Some people are exaggerating. Like, if you take THPS5 away, if you take just the Pro Skater title away and Tony Hawk away, it's not horrible, but because they had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, ergo, the sequel to the 4th game in the Pro Skater series, there's going to be high expectations. Very high expectations. And if you don't meet those very high expectations, you're going to get gutted, and that's what happened to Robomoto. They tried to make a sequel. And by tried, I mean poorly. There's so many design decisions with that game. There's so many problems with that game that I blame Robomoto and Activision mainly. Robomoto for having the audacity to make these stupid-ass design decisions when they clearly could have done it with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. Like, Pro HD wasn't... It was bad, but it wasn't too horrible. Like, it was more or less like a good test to see if they could do it. See, they did it. And they didn't do it too well, but they had experience. So why would you go away from HD to what the fuck you did with Pro Skater 5 if you're trying to make it like the classics, quote-unquote? Like, I don't understand what the fuck they were doing. Like, I feel in a way that it's partly like what happened to Destiny, where Destiny, like, halfway into development got gutted completely. It felt like, anyways. That's still like a rumor. But I wonder if the same thing happened to them. Like, they had an idea and they got gutted, and they had to make up something really quick. It could be a thing. In which case, that maybe in a year or two, maybe it'll get better, but still, like, you had experience with HD. Like, I don't understand what the fuck you were trying to do if you're trying to make it like the classics. The classics aren't like that game, and what the hell they wanted to do. They didn't have this stupid bullshit seamless online thing. They didn't have this stupid bullshit whatever the fuck they were doing with the goals. It was just, they put you in a level, 2-minute time limit, do whatever the fuck you want, do all the goals, whatever the fuck. That's pretty much it. And it worked. HD, they kind of did it, sort of. It was bad because of the engine. Like, if they took the Project 8 engine, went back to, like, how the old games were styled, where it was more arcadey and not lifelike, akin to Skate, then it would have actually worked really well. Like, it's the fucking engine. I don't understand why the fuck they even use Unreal either. Like, I don't understand that. Like, the fucking engine. Unreal is not meant for skateboarding games. It's usable for shooters and shit like that, but why the fuck are you going to do it for skateboarding games when it has the most wonky-ass physics? Something that is very, very important to skateboarding games. Why would you have that engine? I don't understand. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, they make so many design decisions that it's impossible to, like, comprehend what the hell they were thinking. Like, and yes, this was a rant. What's up, Drazy? Yeah, and $60, that was more than likely Activision. Robomoto can't decide that. So, I blame Activision on that part. Plus, they probably rushed it out, because if, a few years back 13 or so years ago, they signed a deal with Tony Hawk, saying that they have exclusive rights to the franchise until the year 2015. So, probably they were trying to rush it out. Try to get it before the holiday season. And yeah. Pretty much Portal, which is extremely unfortunate, but what do you expect from Activision? What, Tater? Like, it's horrible. Like, I love this franchise, and I hate to see it go the way that it did. Like, you can blame Activision for the business decision, like the $60 price tag. Like, this game, for Pro Skater 5, I was about to say Project 5, Pro Skater 5 would actually not have been a bad game for 15 or 20 bucks. It would have been glitchy and shit like that, but people would be like, okay, it's not too bad. But $60 compared to games that have billions of more hours of playtime, including the older games that are like cheap as fuck, is what were they doing? But Robomoto can be blamed for the design decisions. Like, they made those decisions. They had a meeting about what they wanted to do. They decided to throw out what HD did and what they tried to do with the old games and make a new ass game akin, quote unquote, to the old games, and fucked up miserably. Like, I bet you anything that if we had the Thug Pro team take over or make a game like with the Thug 2 engine, it will be infinitely better. It would be like Pro Skater 6 or whatever the fuck, but it would be infinitely better in every way, because the Thug 2 engine, like, even though it was developed into the Project 8 engine, which I don't really mind too much except for the lifelike physics, like, if you just took the Thug 2 engine, upgraded the visuals, boom, that's all we needed, because that was the best engine by most people's minds, because it felt nice for the most part, except for the mid-air manuals. That was stupid as fuck. That's literally the only problem I have about an engine. But for most people's minds, that was the best engine. Like, at that point, it was the best. Like, it felt the nicest. Everything went cleanly, and it just felt nice. Pro Skater 5 doesn't feel like that. It feels like, I don't even know what to say. Like, you can't bail from manuals. You can't bail from rails. Like, what is the challenge? Part of the challenge was knowing where your meter was at and balancing it. You only lose your combo in Pro Skater 5. Like, what is that design decision? Like, what the fuck were they thinking there? Like, you can give me a list of things. I could tell you why each of these things are the most dumb thing in the history of game design. Like, you took, like, it's just so bad. I don't understand. There is few games that fucked up as badly as they did. Like, again, sure, like $15-20, okay, it's alright. But $60, no. No. You hope they lost money? Or how much work it went into it, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't lose much money. But I bet you anything. Okay, this is another thing as well. This tells you how badly this game is. If you look at games such as, like, let's say Mario Maker. Sure, there's Mario. Mario is the most well-known thing in the history of video games and shit like that. So, you know, that has that going for it. But there's still people playing it because it's a really good game. It has a lot of creation content and shit like that. You can do the same with THPS5. There's a lot of stuff you can do with the Creative Park stuff, Creative Goal and shit like that. You can make your own little game and shit like that. That'd be pretty cool, right? But it's just so bad. Like, you don't see anybody playing THPS5 now. Maybe the random person who was like, "Oh, this game's probably not as bad as I think it is. I'm gonna try it out. I'll give you guys $60." And then they find out, "Oh my god, this is actually kind of shit." Like, it's so dumb. Like, you see nobody playing it because it's so bad. It's mind-bogglingly bad. It's so bad. Like, you haven't, I don't know. In like 2 months, that game is gonna be like $20. Bet you anything. It's gonna be 20 or $30. In fact, come Black Friday, it'll probably be like $10.